name's Larry, aka Dad. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to SnowRunner Hardmode, episode 20. Hope you're all well. Hope you've had a great week so far, whatever you've been up to, and I hope you are enjoying this series so far. Now, we are picking up after the last episode, which I think was fair to say was a little bit of a challenging one. Now, in the episode, we managed to get all of the roads and bridges cleared and built, and we got the TwinSteer operational. We finished the episode up here on Drummond Island. We did some explorations up to here. Now, on the episode today, we are going to, I think, head over to, not Drummond, because that's where we are now. I think what makes a lot of sense to me is we need to figure out what we're going to do. Now, the TwinSteer is here. Ideally, we'd get the TwinSteer down here to pick up this fuel trailer to drag it back through to Smithville Dam. I think that was the plan. I can't quite remember because I'll be honest, it's been a little bit since we recorded the episode 20. Episode 19 that went out a couple of days ago. And we're now back for 20. We had quite a bit of a buffer. That's not what we had. We had quite a bit of a buffer in episodes. So it's been some time since we recorded. And I do recall we nicked quite a lot of the fuel out of this as well, actually, which was probably a stupid thing to do. Did we still have the Scout fuel trailer, or did we nick that? We did nick that. So what I think we'll do, depending on fuel, is we'll get down here, reverse up here, get this fuel trailer, we'll refuel if we can make it there, and we'll come back here and we'll head back to Smithville. So yeah, hopefully we've got enough. What we'll do is I will mark away. So we'll pull down here initially and then we'll reverse back here. So yeah, hopefully you've been enjoying the series so far. It's definitely not been the smoothest. Mistakes have been made. But we are a rookie here, so it's hardly surprising. So TwinSteer is a bit of a monster. What my plan here is, I think, is if we can get this if we can make it to this trailer, we can pull it back with us to Smithville. We'll just drop that by the entrance to Smithville and we'll come through with something a bit more, say, maneuverable later on. We'll try our luck at maneuvering this through the dam, through the swamps of Smithville to free up the Transtar, I think it is. If we can do that, then we will use this to free up the Transtar, drag it back to the garage, and then we'll head back to Black River to start doing some of the start knocking off some of the contracts, I think. So let's pull up here. So this probably isn't the easiest way of doing this. I mean, to be honest, it's definitely not the easiest way. What I don't know is if I can hook this up directly. So we'll refuel before we forget. We will not attach the trailer. Does it not take a trailer? No, it doesn't take a trailer, so we'll attach the winch here. Yeah. So that's that. We'll winch our way through here. We'll get this back to Smithville. Like I said, we'll just dump it fairly close to... Let me just set a waypoints. Sorry. We're just going to pretty much dump it pretty close to the other gateway, and then we'll come through with one of the other trucks that's a bit more easier to maneuver. Oh, I'm pretty sure that we don't have any upgrades available for this truck that we've purchased. Oh, sorry, not purchased, unlocked throughout playing. But we will get it back to the garage at some point to take a look. And then what we'll do is, I think we probably want to go slow through here. We'll get a bit of diff lock. Yeah, we'll get it back to the garage anyway, because we want to get the Transtar back. Now, what I'm thinking with the Transtar is, again, I don't think the Transtar's got anything in the way of a whole heap of upgrades available to it. I think it's not that great. I don't know for sure, but it doesn't look particularly like it's up to match. It's just an old school cab over. So I think what my plan there is going to be, if we can do it, if it will take it, if we can dump a fuel trailer or fuel tanker on the back of it, and then we'll use that as like a mobile sort of good road fuel trailer, if that makes sense, like a mobile fuel refill point. That's what I'm sort of thinking anyway. Like I said, it might not be the best truck to do that with, because it may well be that, as I suspect, it's not going to be that great on the any like off-road. I think it's probably going to be on par with the crappy GMC. So yeah, we'll see. I will apologise if you can hear any kids in the background. It's a Saturday. Family's over. Not my family, but they're over, so that's why I'm here recording. Beautiful. I've managed to make that without much fuss, which is fantastic. So let's get through to Smithville. As I said, we're just going to dump this trailer pretty close to the gateway, and then we'll crack on to see if we can make our way through the swamps with this. I think, I worry that it might just be too big. So we'll pull this out of the way. So we will leave that there. Let me just waypoint out a sec. We're going to go here, here. I think the best way really is if we just follow the road, and then we'll have to just back up down there. I think if we sort of go across here. This may well turn out to be a terrible idea. Some of my rescues have been less than impressive, I'll be honest. So we want to get to about here. And then we should be able to just back up. And hopefully winch the Transtar out. Now, it's been that long since I played it. I'm not quite sure off the top of my head where all my trucks are. I know the GMC, crappy GMC is back on Black River. I know the, Christ, I forgot the name of it. The other, I think it's a GMC as well. The one that we pulled out of the swamp and fixed up. I think that is also back in Black River because we haven't really done anything with that. The White Star is, or the White Western is in... Try and go over this side a little bit because there's more chance of us being able to pull onto something this side. The White Western is in Drummond. I don't know where the Hummer is, and the Fleet Star I think is in Smithville still, and then the Chevrolet CK is in Smithville, and the Pacific I think is in Smithville. If we just keep moving. Come on. Come on. Keep going, come on. Like I said, I think this probably is the best option because we've got plenty to winch onto if we need to. Keep wiggling the front wheels, hopefully it'll find some kind of traction. Winch action on the go. Alright, and we keep going. Come on, buddy. Beautiful, beautiful. Here, and then I think if we just back up, as long as we can get in range, I think this will have enough grunt to pull the Transtar clear. I think the problem we were having with the Transtar rescue that we tried to do before with the Hummer H2, it's not, I wouldn't have said that it's because the Hummer wasn't capable, because I think the Hummer was more than capable. We've done a number of rescues with the Hummer now. I think it was more a case of the Transtar just got stuck on some of the fallen logs, which the Hummer just didn't have enough to be able to pull it over that. So I think that was the issue rather than a sort of lack of ability on the Hummer to rescue it. So it's over there. So let's see, got another waypoint. Problem is we are going to have to back down to it because we haven't got enough sort of in the, given the length of this beast. We haven't really got enough in the way of turning space to drive forward, and then, do you know what I mean? So it has to be like a reverse back down just for ease. Sorry about that, just a brief interruption. What's going to be the best way out? I think this way. I'm going to have to try and thread it between. Now is the question. Just a little bit out of range. We may well end up having to do this in stages. Yes. Now let's go. Jump. So we'll leave that there. We push ourselves forward. Come on. And we're having, as soon as we just try and pull off this mud, we're just bedding in. Come on. Is so clean as well. honest, that was the way back in one of the very early on episodes. Oops. Come on. May end up having to do is what we'll have to do is just get ourselves out of here with the truck and come back. Come back with the sorry, interruption again. Right. So we can just pull the back end free. But yeah, I think what we're going to have to do is I'm going to just get in the truck out of there. Right, let's do that. Right, I'll tell you what then. That's alright, Hammer's not too far away. Let's have a look at the map. Go down there. Down there. Follow that down. Let's go. Felt like that was going to be a surefire win then, to be honest. Not a win, the way that the easy, with the ease at which we got in there, I legitimately thought that was going to be like straight out. Like actually thought that was just going to be like bang, straight out, job done. But never mind, that is the way that it goes. TwinSteer has been useful to us. It got us an extra fuel tank and a pretty big one at that over here on Smithville, which is good. The problem I've got is I just don't think this is gonna have enough pull to pull the TwinSteer out because it's so big. So I'm hoping that we can just you getting stuck now. Yeah, I'm hoping we can just get it free with this, because otherwise we might have to bring the P16 down, which is slow. Slow but powerful for sure. So keep going. And then if that doesn't work, then we're going to be looking at to recover the truck, which, although we've got money, it's not money that I want to particularly have to spend if we can avoid it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's probably why we're getting stuck, because we haven't got all-wheel drive on. A bit of all-wheel drive on, that will help us out immensely. Come on, my son. Yeah, like I said, I just really don't think that we've got the pull in the Hammer. The Hammer's pretty good, like, don't get me wrong. But I don't think it's got the pull to be able to free up the TwinSteer. I mean, the benefit the TwinSteer's got, I suppose, is the engine is running. It's the TwinSteer down here. I reckon if we can get up through here. A little bit. You son of a... Alright, then. Let's try that instead, shall we? Come on, you beauty. Right, so kill the engine on that. And then we spin around on this sweep. I reckon we'll be able to free up the TwinSteer. No, not the TwinSteer, the Transtar, I think it's called. We will need to go around the way because the TwinSteer is now blocking that. It's pretty torn up. Yep. determined to get this Transtar back this episode, because that'll be a full fleet of vehicles then, including the Chev, which we haven't sold. I don't know if you caught it a couple of episodes ago, I think it was. I did say that we were going to keep the Chev at least until we've completed they do this, swap vehicle, change truck. Let's get that out. If I try and get this through, do this actually, hang on. Just stick down a couple of waypoints. It's going to be tight around here, but we can do it when we get up there. If we can get it out of here, we can get both of these trucks back today. That would be superb. Said I'm not expecting much in the way of monetary gain from these trucks, in the sense of being able to upgrade parts or sell the old parts, because I'm pretty sure these two trucks didn't have much, if any. And we were finding the upgrades. I actually think this truck would be a killer truck if it had all-wheel drive. The front wheels were power wheels as well, powered axles, then I think the truck would be a boss. Let's go. Come on, buddy. Got you, son. I should say as well, this is probably going to be a little bit of a shorter episode, so we can try and sync the time back up. It was 10:50 when we started. We'll try and finish around 8 o'clock to bring us back to the 8 till 8 window like we were doing, because that slipped a little bit because of the last episode was nearly 2 hours long. That's why there was a little break between episodes, because it took me, I had to move some files and everything. That's how big the file was for the 2-hour recording, and how big the output file was going to be, that it was basically taking up all the space on my hard drive, so ended up having to move a bunch of files. I've actually just had this real stupid thought. Not stupid thought, just the thought of what a stupid idea this is, because if I get this stuck here, this is the way up for the Hardmode with the Transtar. If we do that and we get stuck and we block the way up, then that's going to bugger us right up. But if I hold the faith, we'll hold the faith. We will believe in ourselves. Believe and you can achieve. Just drop it back a little bit. She is a beast. Just long and cumbersome, that's the problem. Which, I mean, that's fine. Long is good, I suppose, in a sense, because probably hold a good fair amount of cargo on this, but maneuverability purposes, not great. Come on, buddy, you can do it. You're over the worst part now, mate, so you should be able to get it, and after this it's pretty much reasonably clear roads with not much in the way of bad stuff. But that is bad stuff, so we'll stay this side, because I don't want to hauler down the side of a quarry. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Yeah, I hope everyone's well. I hope you're enjoying the heat wave that we've been having. It's been crazy heat. Where I live, it's been topping out at like 26, 27. And I think I read something the other day that said it was like the earliest in the earliest since, what did it say? I didn't realise this was such a hefty steep hill. Yeah, it was something like the earliest since records began. The earliest in the year since records began. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. How the hell is there no visible winch points? I think what will happen is we've round ourselves out there. Alright, what we'll do, this might be stupid, definitely is going to be stupid, but we'll do that. Let's get in the hammer. A bit of diff lock. See if we can drag ourselves through. And we'll try and rescue that TwinSteer. To heave it over. Problem is I haven't got enough in the way of spare parts on here to get this Transtar running. Don't you dare get stuck on that. Yeah, the ideal would be we'd get the Transtar running. I really haven't got enough. In the way of like service parts, repair parts and all that kind of stuff to get it fully running to help us through here. Probably get the engine running. But then I don't think that that would help much because I don't think that would actually turn the wheels, like sort the transmission out. Should be fine as long as we can get through this boggy stuff. I like the autosave glitch. As long as we can get through this boggy stuff, then we should be alright. Just going to be a bit slow, that's all. But if we can get, be quite happy if we can get the Transtar and the TwinSteer back to the garage by the end of this episode. That would be nice. Not a particularly exciting episode, granted, but that would be a nice way to, I think, to even out the numbers. Episode 20 got all the fleet back in action. Not the quickest, I admit. I'm sure there's more experienced players that have done it in the first 10 episodes, but I have along the way cleared the bridges, cleared the roads, or built the bridges, cleared the roads, all that kind of stuff as well. So I didn't like just go straight out and get all the trucks straight away. I did some scouting and stuff and tried to get myself going. And as Mr. Fark always says, there's loads of different ways you can play this game and there's no right or wrong way, so just doing it my way. As long as we can get past this post, we're past the worst of the boggy stuff. It says... There we go, come on. See, in hindsight, it's probably not ideal because we've driven 2 trucks through here now. We're trying to come back here, back through with a 3rd and 4th. But coming in from this way. There we go, should be moving now, hopefully. Come on, little buddy, let's go. Let's bring her in for a little bit of a tighter toe. I don't know if that makes much difference or... Come on, you could do it. Just get clear of that ridge and we should be good. May well be that we end up having to leave this truck at the bottom of that hill, move the Transtar out, the TwinSteer out of the way, and then come back for this. Just hadn't really accounted for the fact that it was such a quite low ground clearance on that Transtar, and not much, and quite the severe crest of that hill. I mean, is it possible? Yeah, that is pretty much the only way around up, so that's fine. I just wonder, is it possible that I'd gone the wrong way? That's pretty much seemed to be the only way. So hopefully there's enough room for us to sneak up the side of the TwinSteer. And all my truck names mixed up, guys. And then we can get the Transtar onto some solid ground, and then get moving again. Like I said, once we get up off that, over that crest, where it's pretty much smooth sailing from there, there's a bit of sort of muddy ground close to the farm area, I recall, and then we unlock the road, so it'll be quite a lot better once we get past this bit, because there won't be as much. So we stay this way, because I don't want to end up down there. I don't want to end up down there in the quarry, because that is not a great place to be. So hopeful we just got enough space to just nip up the side of the TwinSteer and then put those down, and then I'll get the winch out, and hopefully the winch will be just enough to pull the Transtar, the TwinSteer. There's the TwinSteer. I'm not feeling hopeful. Keep a positive attitude. Can go up this way perhaps. Come on, buddy, you can do it. You can do it. Come on. Come on, my guy. Come on, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Come on. Camera's clear. We just need to get the Transtar clear. You can make it at the last little bit. You could do it. Oh. Beautiful. So let's leave her there a sec. Oh, wrong way. Oh, careful, careful. Beautiful, beautiful. Not beautiful. Smashed up some stuff, but great, fantastic. This truck. I think we did pop a tire. Can we winch the... start engine, change truck, repair, target, we want to repair the wheels, everything else is fine. We probably want to refuel as well actually. We want to refuel that, and we want to refuel that. Stop the engine. Engine truck. Let's go. So hopefully now we've got... Are you joking? Oh. Third time's a charm, eh? Attach the winch. In there, in there. Are we winch now? Yes. Let's go. There we go. Right, now let's get a quick photo. It is 6 o'clock in the morning, so we've got 2 hours to get this thing back to where we need to go, which I'm hoping should be doable. Just got a bit of a bad sort of area here, but that's all clear, so fingers crossed. You really need to think about pulling that trailer out of the way. Come on, buddy, let's go. I'd love to get this done before we have to wrap it up. Like I said, it should be alright because we're pretty much clear roads now. A clip in there, sorry about that. I don't actually know if this is going to fit around this tight corner now I'm thinking about it. I will say, the TwinSteer is quite the monstrosity to drive. Okay, cool. Got the sticky soup coming up now. Okay, the muddy farm, that'll be in a sec. Hopefully we can just make it through, no problems, and then we can get cracking. Alrighty, let's go. Sorry about that, another little interruption. So, we are, like I said, this is the sticky soup coming up. Okay, the sludgy mud. We keep to this side, we should be okay, I reckon. At least I'm hoping. Let's get a bit of diff on it. Literally where that, I think it is, where that marker is, I think, is the turn which is tarmacked or asphalted. Yeah, so here we go, the last bit of road. And then we will be fully fleeted up from the vehicles that you can find on Michigan. Now round us out for episode 20. Let's take that off because we can afford to be a bit faster up here. Beautiful. Let's just make it up this hill. So the only thing we'll need to do is we'll pay for repairs on the Transtar. Just pay for a full repair. Because we're paid to get the bodywork repaired anyway. So we'll just pay for a full repair rather than trying to get it to a repair trailer, which I actually think the repair trailer, maintenance trailer, is back in Island Lakes from repairing the TwinSteer. just drive these both into the trigger point, and we'll get the full repair, and then we'll just need to refuel the Transtar. Right, there we go. Come on, my guy. Come on. There we go. Right, so let's release the winch. Move to the garage. Let me double check any customs on there. Nothing raised is in Alaska. Tires. We could get some different tires. I mean, say they're average on mud. Have we got anything? Could get. Oh, haha. Hello. Could get some of those. That might help us out. Do we want to? I'll have a quick look at everything else a sec. We can get a repair parts thing on there. Might be worth getting a spare wheel on there actually for 500. Snorkel, twin. Probably do want to get a snorkel. Sell that for 500. Gaugeable all-wheel drive and Kola Peninsula. Flasher bars, we don't need anything. Front side. And install the sun visor because we don't need it. We could just sell it. Factory parking lights, factory beacons. I'll just leave them on because we don't really need those right now. We don't really need the money right now to do like me some of that action though. The minute it's just heavy duty, so we'll do like me some of that. Do I wanna? Yeah, I'm gonna get that one. Sell that for 300. Transtar horns. Don't really. Right. 100, we may as well just keep it. Stock exhaust. Exhaust, I don't really know particularly what it does, so I'm not really that bothered. Rims are free, so I'm gonna do the rims. I like those ones. Color wise. See what we got down here. That one. There we are. So we'll leave that garage. We'll just drive it forward a little bit. I'm not going to take it too far from the garage because I'm almost certain that I probably will want to put some up the engine. And then we want to switch over to the Transtar. Move to the garage. We want to pay for the full repairs, 1500. Accept that, so she's all shiny and new now. We'll customize it. How we do? Install. We've got 2 of those. The reason we've got 2 of those is you can't sell them for anything, so that's fine. Got no gearbox upgrade. Raised is in main North America. Tires. Got highways. We could probably put some off-road tires. Just because she is gonna be our really, in my view, there's no change between these other than the fact that one costs a lot more, so we'll get those. And we'll sell the original tires for 1150. Winch, stock winch, fine. Spare wheel. Not much point at the moment. Snorkel. We're not going to be doing much in the way of off-roading now. This is where I'm interested. Can we get a fuel tank? Yes, we can. Looks kind of ridiculous, but fire tank. Don't want a saddle. What else have we got? What's that one? GMS fuel tanker. Remember installing that, but so that will hold 2,000 litres of fuel. The other fuel tank here, they'll do 1,800 or... Sorry, it won't take too long now. And that will... tank. Do we think? What do we think? Right, let's just do this one. Okay, cool. Need to worry about that. Fine. Don't need a beacon. Bumper. Kind of like that one actually, but can't get that one. Those do have extra. Do like those. What's the difference, right, between Defender and Defender RLB? What does the RLB stand for? I suppose it's this to do with this headlight upgrade. Alright. I mean, it's the same, so we'll just chuck that on anyway. 300 back for that one. Horns. To be honest, it's not really worth selling them. So we'll just leave them on. Exhaust. It's fine. Colour, we will it's just gonna have to be orange, I think. Yeah. Alright, and then we're gonna leave the garage. Gonna refill from here. No. So let's back this up a sec. Let's give it a little drink. So, fine, so let's turn that off. Stop the engine. Change the truck. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Change truck. Beautiful. So she's going to be our... She's going to be our... She's going to be our... fuel truck. We just need to... think about where we can get her filled up from now. That's going to do us. So if you enjoyed the episode, guys, that was episode 20. We are fully fleeted up now. We've got all of the trucks rescued, all fully functional and working. So join us for episode 21 on the next time out. With we'll be back in Black River, and we will be pushing ahead with clearing out some contracts. Until then, guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already, and leave me any thoughts, feedbacks, tips, tricks, whatever you like down in the comments below. We'll catch you in the next episode. Take care.